Any section that covers JavaScript shortcuts needs to discuss the ternary operator. This has been around JavaScript for quite a while. You may or may not be aware of it. Basically, the ternary operator is a shortcut for an if-then conditional. Using the structure can save on multiple lines of code and make your code cleaner. I think the best way to grasp the ternary operator is to see an if conditional and then see how it is represented using the ternary operator. So let's take a look. Here I have an if statement. We're checking completed quiz, and then based upon that value, we're setting a value to the output variable. You've completed all quizzes, or you still have quizzes to complete. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do the same thing, but we're going to do it with the ternary operator. So I'm going to comment out what we have here. And this can all be done on one line. So we declare the variable and then we set it equal to, and now we have our expression. Now, following the conditional expression, we then use a question mark. And this identifies where we begin the expression that will be executed if the value is true. So basically we have our conditional. Then if that evaluates to true, it does what's after the question mark. If it evaluates to false, it does what's after the colon. So here I'll go ahead and put the text here, text string, because that will be assigned to the output variable. And then after that, we do a colon. Once again, this is if it evaluates to false. And what are we going to put there? You still have several quizzes to complete. I'm going to use several here because we're going to do something, add a little bit to it in just a minute. So there is our conditional statement. So if I go ahead and save that and come out and look at our output variable, we should get you have completed all quizzes. That's what we should see. Oh, we have some error. I didn't do the full variable there. Okay. And now if we take a look at output, you have completed all quizzes. So basically did the conditional, and then if that conditional evaluates to true, it does what's after the question mark. If it evaluates to false, it does what's after the colon. So a way we can summarize that is like this. We have a condition. This is why I call a ternary operator, because there's three parts to it. So we have a condition, and then expression if true, colon, expression if false. So the condition, the question mark, the colon. Those are the three parts to the ternary operator. Now, it is also possible with the ternary operator to do nested if conditionals. So let's look at that. We're going to expand this a bit. Let's say if it's greater than 9, yes, we set it to that. Else, if it's not greater than 9, we want to do another condition. Let's go ahead and check to see if completed quiz, is greater than 6. If it is greater than 6, then we're going to do, you still have a few quizzes to complete. Oops, I had that right. Otherwise, you still have several quizzes to complete. All right, so we've just nested another conditional inside that. After the colon here, we did second conditional. So now completed quiz is 10. It should be you have completed all quizzes, which we were getting before. Out. And that's what we get. If we now change this to 7 or 8, something like that, our output should now change. And it does. You still have a few quizzes to complete, Whereas if we're like 5, output, you still have several quizzes to complete. So there you go. That's a ternary operator. And as you can see from our sample code, it can save in a number of lines of code. All right, let's move on.